welcome to Crushing Kayfabe. My name is Jason Garish. Thank you for listening. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. My wife and I celebrated a little bit early yesterday, and actually the day before that too. But we'll be celebrating today. Later on, I'll grill up some steaks. She got me some really cool stuff. Got me a framed shadow box that has a what looks like an 45 record in the middle of it with the lyrics to our wedding song, which is really cool. She got me something that I didn't even know existed. Was Dungeons and Dragons Clue. So that was pretty cool because we've been playing D&D. So she got me that, which was like I said, didn't even know was a thing. So that was a pretty cool surprise. And then I got her a giant heart balloon and some flowers and ginormous bag of peanut butter M&Ms because she loves peanut butter M&Ms. But and then I know this might not sound too romantic, but a lamp. I surprised her with a lamp because she wanted one in the living room for her crafts and her crocheting and stuff. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't sound like a romantic gift, but she was shocked and surprised and loved it. So hopefully that was a good thing. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. Obviously, yesterday was the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the LA Rams. I was kind of a little surprised because I predicted the Bengals would win that, but it was kind of a welcome surprise because I would have rather had the Rams win that, which they did, which was really cool. It's nice to see Matt Stafford get his due. He's been toiling away in Detroit for far too long, and good to see him get a win. And that was really nice. In addition to that, man, it really, the Rams really exploited the Cincinnati's bad offensive line. That's what really was a determining factor in the game. The Rams' offensive defensive line really won that game. And Donald had game of his career there too, which it's nice to see him get a Super Bowl ring. And but yeah, that Cincinnati really has to shore up that line. Otherwise, they're going to get Joe Burrow killed. That as talented as that guy is, he how much can you do when you're running for your life? They had constant pressure on him, and that's really what was the edge for the game there. Because Matt Stafford, as good as he is, made some mistakes, and and they lost Odell Beckham Jr. early, so that could have been a potential disaster for them, and they came back, but definitely showed some resiliency. And like I said, their O-line, D-line won that game. It was won at the line of scrimmage, but props out to them. The Rams, and they played a real good game. It was an exciting game, real good. I love close games like that in the Super Bowl. So I'm happy to see that, but not too many great commercials. It was kind of a letdown for commercials this year, but the one that really stood out to me was the Doctor Strange 2 trailer, which, I'm looking forward to that a lot. Having Sam Raimi direct the Doctor Strange movie is going to be great. And they also hinted at the possibility of Professor X being in this, because if I'm not mistaken, I heard Patrick Stewart's voice in that trailer, so I'm really, really looking forward to it now. I think that's going to be a great movie. That's something to look forward to. Really nothing else really stood out as far as commercials to me, except for I think the Budweiser commercial. They finally returned with a commercial with the Clydesdales, which was cool. Aside from that, not a whole lot. Halftime show was what was. As far as halftime shows go, it was probably one of the better ones I've seen in years, probably since Prince. I'm not a hip-hop fan, but it looked like at least everybody was performing live, and it was an enjoyable show. So, props out to everyone that was in that, But yeah, good Super Bowl. It was a fun game, close game, and that's what you want, man. You can't ask for a whole lot more. So props out to them, Really, really good deal there. Like I said, the team that I was hoping would win it won it, And no, Burrow's got a lot more years, assuming that they put a line in front of him and he doesn't, his career doesn't get ended early. But because, like I said, they really put a lot of pressure on him. And at one point, he looked like he was going to leave the game. He messed up his knee pretty badly and looked like he was in intense pain. So I was surprised to see him go on because that showed a lot of guts, I think, on his part. But yeah, congrats to the Rams. Like I said, it was a really entertaining game, really good show. So it's good to see that. I really like seeing that. I mean, the NFL wanted parity in the league, and they got it in droves. With that, they've got a lot of teams that could easily won it this year, and like I said, good game, really good game, good time. Really good to see. I found out this morning, unfortunately, Ivan Reitman died, which is a real bummer. Fortunately, rest in peace to him. He was the director behind Ghostbusters and Animal House. Did some really cool stuff. Really funny guy, and I hate to see him go. I know his son, if I'm not mistaken, directed the last Ghostbusters movie. So, which I kind of thought was kind of weird, but I don't know if he was in failing health back then. So thoughts and prayers go out to the Reitman family. It's sad to see that happen, but yeah, hopefully he didn't suffer, and hopefully please be with the family and whatnot. Let's go on to wrestling. Got a chance to watch Dynamite this week. Really glad they're extending the CM Punk and MJF feud. That makes me real happy. It's good to see that going on. As time goes on, Wardlow's getting more pops, so that eventually they're going to have to break him away from MJF, and I can see a match in the future down the road between him and MJF. But I'm hoping that they continue this Punk and MJF feud even more because it's great. I'm loving seeing it, and obviously MJF got that cheap win off of him in Chicago where he cheated, so I'd like to see Punk get a win back for that, and that was Punk's first loss, so I want to see them extend that and do more with that, because these guys are just great against each other, doing a great job. Once again, they're continuing to hint at the possible dissolution of Inner Circle. Some words between the I keep wanting to call them LAX, sorry, Proud and Powerful, between them and Chris Jericho. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what they do with that on this week's Dynamite. I thought Jericho had a great line there when he said that he thought he got the wrong LAX members. That was an interesting little shot at the Forbidden Door there, and I think he even said to it was either Sammy or Jake said to get like Hernandez and Homicide's a number to see if they had it. So that was kind of funny. I love little references like that, stupid little things that keep continuity and reference things in the past. I always like that because I hate when like WWE continually just ignores wrestlers' past performances and other companies and makes pretend that they're the only wrestling federation around. And I like it when they kind of break that fourth wall and admit that there are other federations out there. That's why it was so cool when Mickie James came to the ring during the Rumble with the Impact belt. That was pretty cool, And to make up for Tony Khan's screw up, talking about the fourth door or the Forbidden Door. Sorry, looks like they signed Jay White on kind of a panic move because Tony Khan had been talking about that Forbidden Door and doing this and that, and he was referencing Keith Lee's signing, which had nothing to do with the Forbidden Door because he was already been released from WWE and was out of his contract. So they kind of scrambled and signed Jay White. I really don't know anything about this guy. I don't follow New Japan anymore, unfortunately. Ever since they took it off of Access, I haven't been watching New Japan, but he looks impressive. I saw one match with him, so it'll be fun. But getting on to Keith Lee's debut, all I gotta say is thank you, Tony Khan, for signing Keith Lee. I'm really happy to see him wrestling again. He was one of my favorites at WWE, and seeing him get in the ring again was a real happy sight for me, because I'm a real big fan of his, and they did a pretty decent job building him up, because they had him against one of the private party guys, and then they had his partner interfere and a whole schmoz there, so it made Keith Lee look strong, which they should, and at one point, Matt Hardy did the walk out of the ring. It was emulating what his brother did, so I don't know where they're going to continue with that and do that, so I don't know if that was a cute little middle finger to WWE from Matt Hardy, or what the deal was, or maybe to the fans. I don't know. I mean, but he did that. I know they got Jeff Hardy's results back from the drug test, and they're claiming that he was clean, which to me is awesome. I'm real happy to hear that. I was hoping that Jeff Hardy hadn't relapsed or anything. So that makes me real happy to hear that, because I don't want to see him go back to the way he was before. I remember that match with Sting for the championship in TNA, and like I'd mentioned in previous shows, I had a chance to meet Jeff Hardy around that time period, and didn't take the opportunity because I knew he was using it at the time, and I really didn't want to see him in that state. But yeah, the fact that his test came back negative was awesome. Thumbs up to you, Jeff Hardy. That's awesome. Let's see. That, like I said, that was really cool. And I guess they're making an appearance too. The Hardy Boys are going to be making an appearance on an independent show, which is interesting. That's pretty cool. But yeah, Keith Lee showing up is definitely great. I love that. I wasn't expecting Moxley to come out as CM Punk's partner. That was very unexpected. Really cool. I mean, they had built it up a little bit, and that was a nice surprise. I wasn't sure who was going to come out of the back, whether that was going to be another one of those random signings. I don't know. Would have been cool to bring Keith Lee out at that point too. That would have been a nice little surprise. But I'm happy with Moxley. The match went well, as could be expected. That was pretty cool. Let's see. Trying to think here. What else did I talk about that show? Then they had the Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page versus the Murderhawk, Lance Archer. The only thing that really I didn't like about this match, I wish they wouldn't do as many headshots. And I'd love to see a match where, Hangman doesn't bleed like a stuck pig. That would be nice, He doesn't have to cut himself every single match. We get it. You're working hard. You're putting on great matches. You don't have to do that every single match. It's getting a little monotonous. I'm like I said, I could do without that, Oh, and before I forget, I don't know if I'd mentioned this to start off with or whatnot, but congratulations to Wrestling Soup. They signed a contract with Spotify, and I've been following those guys for years. I've been following the whole, Wrestling Soup camp there, and also back when it was Kevin Castle and actually it's awesome before hearing him come back and do some shows with Wrestling Soup. That's great. But back I used to listen to him and Don Tony all the time. Now I listen to just Don Tony, who signed a Blue Wire contract recently. So those guys, Wrestling Soup guys, Don Tony, those guys are getting their due. And they deserve it. So it's awesome to hear about them getting signed making some money, hopefully, and doing what they love to do. You know, that's awesome. I love it. Kudos to them, man. You know, they've been entertaining me for years, so God bless those guys. You know, not too many thoughts on NWA Power. It's kind of weird watching the show this week because I watched it after I did the results for the pay-per-view this weekend. And by the way, you know, congratulations to Matt Cardona. He's the new NWA champion. You know, beat Matt Murdock, and kudos to him. So we'll see where that takes it. I will mention I saw his promo they cut on the Power preceding the pay-per-view, is really good. I like the serious side of Matt Cardona, and he cut a good promo. You know, it was good also to see Medusa commenting. I like to see her getting out and getting more involved with wrestling. So that's really cool. And, you know, and I talked about Homicide before. You know, that group he's with, Little Rebellion, looks so badass. Those guys look killer, man. That's a team you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley, man. Those guys look like they could beat the heck out of somebody. You know, it's also cool to see them doing the whole thing with the wow, brain just stopped working today. I'm sorry. You know, no, but it's good to see NWA doing some things. They still got some work to do. But it was good seeing I was trying to think, it was good seeing them, I don't know if they reinstated it or they've been doing this for years, but seeing the Crockett Cup thing, that's great, man. Seeing those guys, seeing that being reinstated, a little portion of wrestling history there is really cool. I got to watch Memphis. You know, they're continuing with the whole Cobra Cup thing, which is awesome. I'm happy to see that, but I don't know, not too many matches did much for me this week. I'm sorry, but it's fun watching. I know yesterday, I think it was, they had they didn't tape yet, but I think they had Nick Aldis and Mickey James down there yesterday for a super show, which that's really cool. I wish I could have gone to that. I know an affiliation with Dave and Buster's, they do this really cool thing where they actually will show like WWE events live at Dave and Buster's, which you can watch for free, which is a really cool thing. You know, for those of us that don't have Peacock, that's a really cool thing. I really don't feel like driving to Memphis, an hour and a half back, hour and a half to there and back, I should say. So 3 hours travel time. But I know because I used to do that commute every day. You know, but it's cool that they offer that. It's good to hear. You know, still getting over this sinus infection, and you know, COVID's no joke. Because even if you don't get taken out by the virus itself, the lingering after effects are really pretty nasty. So anybody going through it, you know, pray for you and hope that everything's good. But you know, that's about all I had to talk about this week. You know, once again, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day, my wife. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day to the listeners, whoever's listening to this. Like to give props out to Then and Now Flea Market in downtown Trenton, Tennessee. You can go down there. You can pick up some of my merchandise. You know, you can get my CD, or you can go down there and pick up some handmade items from my wife, which is great. And you can pick up some items from a variety of other vendors too. There, you know, some new items, some used items, some handmade items. There's a great variety of stuff there. So go check them out. Then Now Flea Market in downtown Trenton, Tennessee. You know, check out Lucky Lady Candles. Check them out on Facebook and Etsy. You know, the owner of that's had a little bit of a struggle with COVID a few weeks ago. He was in bad shape at one point. So go support them. And I know it's Valentine's Day today, so it's a little late, but still, candles are good all year round. You know, so check them out. You know, and props out to us. Go check out crushingkayfabe.com. Crushing with a K, crushingkayfabe.com. And when you go there, you can there are links to our other social media sites, and you can follow us on Twitter, you can follow us on Instagram, you can follow us on Facebook, and you can follow us on Patreon. So if you have just $1 a month, go to our Patreon page and look up Crushing Kayfabe, because it helps us keep the lights on, helps us keep doing the podcast. So go to patreon.com and check out Crushing Kayfabe on there, Crushing with a K. And for just $1 a month, you can support us and you can listen to the show ad-free. So you can listen to the show in its entirety without any ads, which is really cool. So go check that out. Go to patreon.com. Other than that, that's about all I have for the show. Once again, congratulations to Wrestling Soup. Congratulations to them for the hard work they've done. And that's about it. Everybody continue to be safe out there. God bless, and thank you for listening.